Hello everybody, I am Carbon Kid Logan and today I'm explaining to you how electrolysis of water to make hydrogen, oxygen gas works. So this is the basic setup. You've got your anode and the cathode. So you've got the electrolyte in the water so it helps conduct electricity. This can be salt or anything like that. So let's get right into it. So you've got your anode here. All the negative electrons are just sitting around here until two H2O molecules come. These H2O molecules, the electrons immediately come over here and rip these hydrogen atoms off. Then you get two hydroxide atoms, or ions actually I should say, because these are negatively charged, and you get H2, so that's the fuel. So these hydroxide ions don't do much by themselves, but then some more H2O molecules come along, the electrons do the same thing to them, and you've got four hydroxide ions. Now, there should be another H2 molecule up here, but I forgot to do that during drawing this diagram. So next you've got four hydroxide. So here, next slide, we have the negative electrons that get onto these hydroxide ions and splits the hydrogen again. And then you get two oxygen molecules and two H2O molecules. So the reason why these electrons are going over to these positive hydrogen atoms is because they're positively charged. Negative things attract positive things. So because these are bonded by sharing an electron. So this has one extra, this has one few. So these share the electrons and they get the perfect electron configuration. But when these guys come along, this guy doesn't need an electron anymore because it just got a new one. So then that kicks off these, because only, remember, negative attract positive. So then that happens. These old H2 molecules go over to here. Actually, sorry, the ones I said should be up here were actually sitting around until they came over to here. And you've got your O2 molecules, and that's it. So basically, once you've done that, they just go over there and rinse and the process starts all over again. Rinse and repeat. So here's the very, very complicated drawing. So you've got two H2Os plus two electrons negatively charged gives you two hydroxide ions plus H2. So that just flies around there. Another H2O molecule plus two negative electrons gives you four hydroxide ions. Plus two electrons gives you O2 plus two H2O plus the H2 that was coming off here actually just went straight to there, so I don't need to say that. Plus two electrons, and as you can see, it just goes along. So next we have, what is this used for? So O2 plus H2 equals H2O plus O. So the heat, when you heat up this mixture, which is called hydroxy gas, which is just a short version of saying it, the heat lets the hydrogen molecule to be oxidized by the oxygen, and therefore bonded, and that releases the energy stored up in these molecules in heat. And yeah, so that's basically it. Now I have a video demonstrating the explosive properties of this gas. Quick note before we leave: the reason why this gas makes a huge bang when it goes off is it's filled with that gas. It vaporizes instantly and it's gone, so that creates vacuum. All the air comes back in to suck in and then goes boom because of the pressure it built up there because sound is a pressure wave. So, see ya.